Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Classic Entertainment Connoisseur. Thanks for tuning in. So, talking about Charlie Chan at the racetrack today. Horse racing is already thrilling, but throw in a gambling ring and murder, and you've got yourself plenty of plot. A good deal of the mystery takes place at sea as the horses are taken from Australia to California, stopping in Honolulu for Charlie to board and investigate the murder which took place in the stall of Avalanche, a racehorse with a reputation for its bad temper. But the demonstration Charlie made in the beginning of the film comes into play whenever he discovers the blood splatter doesn't match up with the direction the horse would have been kicking. While investigating, Charlie deliberately asks a lot of stupid questions all the time, and his suspects, of course, assume that he's not very bright. But really, he's handing them the obvious and giving them plenty of opportunity to slip themselves up. There's actually a considerable amount of information they put in these old films, things that are central to the plot that the everyday person wouldn't know. Either Charlie inquires how something works.
May I explain, please?
Or he demonstrates it to others.
We'll demonstrate with eyedropper.
His pointing out the obvious tactics here are also used so that the audience can follow all the way. They do not make a mystery of the gambling ring itself. They purposely show the audience the whole gang. This strengthens the suspense while Charlie investigates. But the gang is small potatoes, dangerous but following the orders of the mysterious
I'm sorry, but this is at Mr. Chan's request.
And where is Charlie's narrowed down suspects.
Mr. Chan?
Someone
Thank you.
Here. Now, Lee covers a lot of errands for his pop in this one. The two once again make a daring escape when kidnapped. Then he creates an over-the-top diversion to give Charlie time to switch the horses before the race.
Here. I don't know, sir. What's that idiot doing? Hey, you!
Frankie Darro has a short-lived but highly memorable role in this one as the crooked jockey Tip Collins. Able to do his own stunts since the age of 4, Frankie was often cast as jockeys for this reason. Much of the footage for the races is real racing footage here, but some of these close-up shots you can clearly see Frankie Darro. You can see a lot of the regulars in this cast. We have Thomas Beck, Gloria Roy, and Jonathan Hale, a super prominent character actor in movies and TV shows. I've seen him in dozens of stuff. You look up his Wikipedia page, you find a mile-long list of his acting credits, and it's not even a full list. A great deal of his roles are all variations of the similar character, the doctor, lawyer, or businessman. You remember him because of his distinctive voice and that same mustache he always wears. I think the most successful character actors, and lead actors for that matter, are those who develop a strong screen persona that can be recognized anywhere. Alan Dinehart has that too. He hardly ever plays a likable character, but he's loud and downright annoying sometimes. There's something memorable in that for certain. Alan Dinehart, in addition to being a supporting player in over 80 films, was also a director, writer, and stage manager during his career. George Irving, as Major Kent, the murder victim, dies early on, so he doesn't really have a very large role here. But he too is another guy remembered for one screen persona, often playing a stern, reputable character or person of authority. Now, the phenomenal dialogue tossed around in some of these old films is something I could go on and on about. I someday intend to perhaps write a book on the subject. It's those one-liners have so much snap to them.
You lose before race start.
The subtle phrases that mean so much more than they might sound to an outside ear.
Goodbye, Collins.
Thanks for watching. I highly recommend Charlie Chan at the Racetrack for those who haven't seen it.